What up? 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 I already know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Driving to work. About to go get this bag. About to have me a time. It's crazy. I had episode 2 of LPN Chronicles season 2. Y'all make sure y'all go check out episode 1 of LPN Chronicles season 2. I had episode 2 loaded up, ready to go. I'm uploading. Well, I'm trying to export it. Bruh, tell me why Adobe started tripping. Adobe started tripping on me, man. Shit is crazy. But anyway, we here. We're here. Happy Easter weekend. Hopefully y'all having a good weekend. Hopefully y'all having a real good weekend. But, damn. I got cheese on his mouth. Y'all got to excuse me, me my lunch. Hopefully some of y'all come in. Hopefully y'all having a good week. So I was thinking before I left my house, I was like, wouldn't it be smart if all nursing jobs were contract based? It was just a thought I had in my head. I feel like that will work out for everybody involved. I really do. I feel like if a nursing job was contract based, all contract based. I mean, I don't know how the logistics of the business works, but if all nursing jobs were contract based, especially in long-term care, I feel like you will have better morale. I feel like you will have employees that will be more willing to come to work. I mean, obviously, you're going to have people that, that just call off and, obviously, life happens and you just going to have people who just don't care. But, to me, that would make a lot of sense. And then it will probably weed out a lot of these agencies, too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you an LPN or you an RN working in long-term care, you and the facility come to an agreement. You see like a standard contract that they have. You know what I'm saying? But you can negotiate. All right, cool. This is my rate. All right, I'm gonna sign a contract. You renew, and like you can sign like different tiers of the contract. You sign like a yearly contract for more money. You can sign like a quarterly contract. You know what I'm saying? For like 4 months or 3 months out the year, or then you can sign like a weekly contract or bi-weekly or something like that, monthly contract. Like I don't know how that would work. I don't know how the logistics work, and if it would even. But I feel like it really would be in the company's best interest. You know what I'm saying? By law, you are obligated to work these many hours and stuff like that, unless you are sick. Like I feel like that would be a lot better because people will be more. Because then I feel like you could draw people from all areas. Then because if you got happy staff, then I feel like you're gonna have a great building. Mind you, nobody was forcing nobody to work anywhere. You know what I'm saying? nobody's being forced. I get that. But sometimes I be really be thinking like, what are some things that can make this thing a little bit better? I think that would be one of them. I really think that would be one of them. And then, with all the stuff that's going on in the field, with everything that's going on in this field today, with all the stress, with all the burnout, with all the turnovers, you would think that, okay, it's time to come to the table, because as a corporation, I'm thinking that they will be thinking like it's time to come to the table and have these meetings and discuss how can we promote a better outcome for our company. With all the bad press that nursing has gotten over the last 6 months, you know what I'm saying? How can we come to the table? What do they, and I get they in the business of making money, but you still got to have even players in the field to even make a profit, to even make money. If you got an employee, if you got nurses that are happy to come to work, you know what I'm saying? Again, you can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody. But if you got nurses that are happy to come to work, you got nurses that are happy to be at their job, that are working under some decent circumstances, then I feel like overall, you're going to have people clamoring down to get in the door. For real, for real. I remember when I was in nursing school, it was this facility. It was like these group of 4 facilities all in the area. And at the time, they were all paying $29 an hour. These facilities were paying $29 an hour. At the time, for LPNs, that was kind of unheard of. You know what I'm saying? This was before the pandemic. This was like 2018, 2019. Like, well, yeah, all while we was in school, we was like, man, we trying to get to one of them 4 places. You know what I'm saying? And $29 around here at that time was unheard of for LPN. That was like phenomenal money for LPN around here. Average LPNs was getting around 20, like at that time, LPNs were getting around like 20, between like 22, 23. I never, like, even though I was a student, I've never seen really nobody getting lower than 23. So it was like between 23 and $26 an hour. That was a pretty decent average for like LPNs in this area. But the reputation that they had, you couldn't get people, it was a waiting list to get up in them buildings to apply. People putting in applications while they students because of the reputation that they had, how they treated their employees. So you had people banging down the doors trying to get up in. They paying them good. They treating them good. You couldn't get people to go home. You could not get people to go home at the time. So it's just like, I really feel like a lot of simple things could be done to help solve some of these issues in the game. And I feel like all of these nursing facilities being contract based, or starting to implement some sort of contract based policy within their buildings, I think that would help out a lot. It would do wonders for a cat like me. Like, my perfect contract would be, I would need a guaranteed 48 hours, getting paid every week. You dig what I'm saying? And every 6 weeks, I would want 7 to 10 days off. That's not a bad contract, if you ask me. I feel like that's reasonable. With the option to pick up overtime, I feel like that's extremely reasonable. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for a crazy amount of money. Give me between $35, $40 an hour. I'll sign on for about, first I will start off like monthly. Give me like a monthly contract, and then we come back to the table and renegotiate. And then we renegotiate my price based on my performance, based on my charting, based on my attendance, based on how much I pick up. I'm telling you, if they started implementing stuff like that for real, because there are situations to where you got a lot of good employees that get punished because of everybody else's mess up. And that's not fair. That's the type of stuff that make cats want to be like, nah, I'm straight. They be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to do any extra. Because there's no point. There's really no point. And like I said, like sometimes I be thinking, and again, I'm not in the corporate side like that. Like I hear things and I do a little bit of research, but I'm not in the corporate side of nursing like that. But to me, this just what makes sense. Now I do know there are some companies that are starting to form their own in-house agencies, which would make sense. Because if I'm paying an agency $100 an hour, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna pay their staff. They're gonna pay their staff $35, $40 an hour. I could start my own agency, pay my staff, the people that want to be staff within the company, or like that want to be an agency staff within a company, like a travel agency staff within a company. I could just pay them $45 an hour and keep it pushing, and they're gonna pick up where the holes are. Because I do understand that agency life is not for everybody. A lot of people don't like seeing different stuff every day. A lot of people don't like change. A lot of people like very consistent repetition. And I get that. Me, I like to switch it up. I don't like the same shit every day. That's boring. You know, and sometimes boring is good, especially in nursing. I ain't gonna cap. Boring is good, but every now and then you want to see something different. It's nice going to different places and learning new stuff and all that kind of stuff. You gotta add some kind of flair to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't always be the same thing all the time. I know some people like that. Some people who don't want to change nothing. They get in, get out, do the same routine. They like repetition of life. No, I ain't about it. I like change. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you constantly got moving parts going, I feel like it makes you equipped to be a better nurse. Because you get used to seeing different kind of things all the time. And then don't get me wrong, like when you pick up agency, it ain't always, you know, some different stuff popping up. It's actually the same in a lot of places. It's actually the same. I mean, once you done been to one facility, you pretty much done been to them all. So, I mean, that's like, it's not nothing that's, you know, groundbreaking, earth-shattering or nothing like that, but still, I think it is nice to switch it up right now and then. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, I think it will help. I really think it will build a lot of morale within nursing, especially in the long-term care circle. Like if like a lot of these facilities really put emphasis on competing for the good nurses. You know what I'm saying? If I got a reputation of being a phenomenal nurse, I should be able to use that to my advantage. And that's why so many people be leaving this field, because there do be a lot of nurses that's out here grinding, that's out here that are very good nurses. And then you have nurses that are shit. That's garbage. And then they still getting paid the same amount as the great one. That kills morale. That kills motivation. Why should I strive to be innovative, and why should I strive to do to go above and beyond when this person over here is terrible, barely check vitals, barely check on their patient, do the bare minimum and get paid the exact same amount? So that's when the game started to get convoluted, because don't nobody who wants to, You know what I'm saying? Who want to be up in that? Who want to deal with that? Especially no, and like I said, that's why I say you gotta do business. You gotta make it work out for you, for real. Because that's too much like right. I don't know why they do that, but I think things would be a lot easier. I would say give me like my perfect contract. I would want my contracts. I would want my contracts on a 6-week basis though. For real. Like I would want them on a 6-week basis. Maybe quarterly, maybe. But if I would do a quarterly contract, and quarterly would be like a 3-month contract, a 90-day contract, I would need, like I said, a guaranteed 48 hours a week, with the option to pick up overtime, with pickup bonus incentive. You know what I'm saying? Every 6 weeks I'm getting 7 to 10 days off. Really, I'm gonna say 14. I will get 14 days off, and I won't 80 hours of that vacation to be paid, because look what you get. You're gonna get somebody that's fly, that's willing to do the work and put in the work. But that's too much of name. They don't have to. That's what happens when you run it. They don't have to do that. They talking about, nigga, what? We ain't gotta do that. Do that for what? You don't have to. I get it. It's part of the game. I get it. That's why I just take it for what it is. But I'll tell you one thing, what I won't do, I won't be full time no more. I will, like, if I ever work another staff job, it'll be on a part-time basis, and I'll pick up full-time hours. Like, that's the most I'll do, or contention, pick up full-time hours. But being a staff, full-time, no sir. No sir, y'all can keep that. It's crazy when you drive and you see the transition from the west to the east, like how you can just see how the transition is. Crazy. I don't know, bro. But even with all that being said, we still get a bag. Alright, travel agencies hit me up all the time. I'm just not, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna see. It would just have to be worth it for me. Cause I'm not coming outside for less than $2,200 a week. I might as well stay at home. I might as well just stay at home. Like, it wouldn't even make sense at this point. Unless, only way I would do, like, so, if it was within, like, right outside of a 50-mile radius, then I might go back. I might go out for two a week. But that's it. That's as low as I go. Because if that's the case, I might as well stay at the crib. You just control when I go and when I don't. Anything but besides that is wild. And it's crazy too, because like I be in these not chat rooms, but like in my local nursing group, and I be hearing people saying all these bad things about some of these agencies, and it's crazy because like I really ain't never had a problem. You can't hear me. Hello? Can you hear me now? Y'all telling me I've been talking all this time and y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Check, 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 check. I'm retiring soon. Alright, bet. See, I can't really read it. My non-contract employer paid me about 20% of my... Oh, that's what's up. Congratulations. Congratulations on retirement. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me back. Thank you. Congratulations on retirement. That's what's up. I was gonna drop the video that I made. It was ready to go, but I said it's not time for this video yet. Cause I don't want to disrupt the mission. But the video that I dropped about the men with no kids video that I dropped earlier today, some people were like kind of upset. And I got some DMs today, like CJ, just because you don't have kids, or just because you have kids, don't mean you can't grind and all that. I never said that. I never said that. And I make that very clear in the video. But what do I tell y'all all the time? I only talk about things that I know. I only talk about things that I know. That's why I was going to put out a video like the short today. And I was going to ask any nurses out there that got a family, especially if you're a male nurse with a family, how nursing has positively affected your life with your family. Because I can't speak on that. That's why I don't talk about it. That's not my area. I'm sure there's plenty of nurses on here on YouTube that got families that have talked about how it's impacted their life. Contract jobs offer little for benefits. You get your own benefits though. Get your own. You can buy your own insurance. You can put up for your own retirement. You get your Roth IRA. You put $100 to $500 a month into your Roth IRA. You can buy your own life insurance. You don't need, and see, that's another thing too. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And I guess sometimes it's cheaper to get it through your job. But I be really feeling like benefits sometimes, like they throw these benefits in your face to try to lock you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really talk about that. I really do feel like that. I really do feel like they throw these benefits in your face to really try to lock you down. And to stay in that places for 30, 40 years. Or if you leave, you're not going to get your benefits. Benefits this, benefits that. Man, enrollment season come up, bro. You can get you Blue Cross. I supervise contract employees. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times that be the case, man. Like, cats be scared. They be trying to make you scared to get up off your turf. Oh, if you take that contract, the benefits gonna be trash. You can buy your own benefits though. You can definitely buy your own benefits. 403B, Roth IRA. You dig what I'm saying? Life insurance, medical insurance. You can literally buy your own dental insurance. All that stuff you can buy. Start planning for retirement now. I know. That's a fact. 65 to 70 comes fast. That's why I say I don't believe in waiting until you retire to live a great life. I think that's why I say I rock with nursing, because nursing gives you the opportunity to really grind it out and have a great time at the same time, and not having to wait till you 50 or 60 to do it. That's what I be trying to tell cats, like, bro, yeah, you gotta start putting up for you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't, yeah, for sure. But nah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I actually make more retirement than I'm making right now. I'm gonna be honest though. I don't think I'm gonna ever retire from working, especially if I'm doing something I love to do. I'll never retire. Like, if I'm making money from, like, on my travel vlogs and my podcast, I do that. I'm on some Larry King shit. I'm doing that till I kick the bucket. Because that's something you love to do. And then when that's the case, it ain't no such thing as retirement, because you making income from the things that you really love to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, once this travel vlog stuff pop off, that's gonna be income that come in. You know what I'm saying? Forever, because this is what we do. But we got a love for it, and as long as you stay in good shape, you know what I'm saying, you have good health, you don't eat yourself into a coma and all that stuff, I think you'll be all right. That's not to say you shouldn't plan for retirement though, but and it's crazy because like when a lot of people retire and they become like inactive and stuff like that, that's when they die. They don't got nothing to do no more. I think you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, I ain't at that age yet, but I just feel like if it's something that you love to do, now I don't think there's no such thing as retirement. And if you can get paid from it, I would have loved working with you. You're a good person. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I be just trying to get in where I fit in, that's all. That's all I be trying to do, is get in where I fit in, mind my business, stay out the way, go on vacation. I don't know, it's this couple on YouTube, Paradj, they call it Paradj. All they do is cruise, you know what I'm saying? And they had to build up to that, but like they make a living going on cruises now from their YouTube channel and everything like that. And they not millionaires. You know what I'm saying? They not married millionaires, and they very cheap. Y'all should check them out. Paradj, Parodeejay. It's this couple. I think they out of Virginia, but all they do is cruise all the time. That's how they make their living. And they not rich, but and I'm not yet at least. They probably will get rich eventually after they put in the work and then, you know, their numbers get up and everything like that. But even if they made $100,000 a year for the rest of their life off doing that, that's what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I was reading a report today that a lot of millionaires are living check to check. Millionaires are living check to check. So my next question is this: are you really a millionaire? You making $250,000, $300,000 a year, but you're living check to check and you're essentially broke. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of this stuff is all misinformation when it comes to this YouTube and not really being out here in the real world and seeing how life really works. I'm telling you, this keeping up with the Joneses mentality is going to take a lot of us out the game. That's why sometimes it's good to unplug from that stuff. Bro, yes, I seen it on MSNBC. Yes, living check to check. So to me, you're not a millionaire. You may have $1 million salary, but if you make $1 million a year and your living expenses is $2 million, you're not a millionaire at that point. You're just trying to maintain. You're not a millionaire. If you ask me, you make it $200,000 a year, but your living expenses is $400,000. What have you done? You're not a millionaire. You're not up there. It's not how much you make, it's how much you save. That's why it's always a running joke. How come people that's making, like, they always, you know, try to joke on the CNAs, but there's some truth in that. They talking about how come CNAs making $16, $17 an hour always going on vacation, but yet it be a nurse out here making $50 an hour and always broke? That's real shit. Because every time you get a pay raise, you're trying to upgrade your lifestyle. But that's real shit. Like CNAs or whoever, somebody making $11 an hour, $12 an hour, they know, okay, I got a budget for this. I got to save this. I got to pay this trip this date. I got to do this date. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their lifestyle. They have to move according to their lifestyle. But when you constantly that's like the gift and curse of nursing. When you constantly in a position to where you can make as much money as you can, you fall into the trick of, well, let me just go ahead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get this car, this brand new whip. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the car note $1,000 a month. I'll make that back like it's nothing. But you're not going to feel like working all them crazy hours every week. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 60-hour gang member, but I had to work up to that. I wasn't always working 60 hours. My body had to adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't plan on physically working 60 hours a week all through my nursing career. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do. So that's why I be saying, like, are you really a millionaire? That's all. You want people to live their best life. That's it. But I tell you what, that thing will give you the game, though. For real, for real. It'll give you the game. Yeah. Cats out here making $1 million salary broke as hell. That is beyond me. But again, like, a lot of us don't have good money management skills. We're never taught that. And that's a class that they need to teach at nursing school with all them dumbass electives that they make you take for nothing. We need to figure out how to make this money move. But no, they don't want to teach you that, because if they teach you that, you know, you're going to figure out a way how to finesse their ass out their pocket. And they don't want that. You got to take music, history of music in a nursing class for a nursing degree. What? How that make any type of sense? It's an elective. It's a required course. Like, man, I don't miss me with that bullshit. I swear on everything I love, we got some of the worst parking known to man. If I wasn't worried about being exposed, I would show y'all. Because anybody who live in Michigan, who work in this field, know exactly where I'm at based on this parking lot. This parking lot is so terrible. This got to be one of the worst parking lots in Michigan. This shit is crazy. Has to be one of the worst. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. About to get up in this gig. So I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.